Friday. Welcome to Tryday Friday. This is an episode where we come to you every week and try to tease you with something new, maybe show you something you haven't seen before. Maybe it's an old technique that is kind of brought to life in a new way, which is going to be the case in today's Tryday Friday. I am Kim Kesty, Creative Director here at Fun Stamper's Journey, and super happy to be with you here on Friday afternoon. I just love this segment. It's so much fun. And you are going to see some new faces in the next few weeks coming up on Tryday Friday, so definitely stay tuned for that. Okay, so today I'm going to be working on a birthday card, and again, I've been kind of tossing around an older technique that has been around in probably pop culture more than anything, more than especially card making, but you all know what I'm talking about when I say the chalkboard technique. So it's been really the fad for quite a few years to have these giant elaborate chalkboard murals and different sayings. You see them in restaurants and different places around. In fact, I was just this morning at a brand new Starbucks that they just opened close to my house. I don't go to Starbucks very often, but I thought, you know what? It's Friday. I feel like swinging by there. And the drive-through line was so long, you guys. I actually ran inside and they had not one but two really large chalkboard, signs in there. And I thought, kind of sparked my interest. So I think chalkboard techniques could be the type of thing that started out as a fad, but maybe now it's more into like a classic type of effect. That's what I'm guessing anyway. So let's see if we can recreate that look on our card today. How about it? So I'm going to start with this birthday candle stamp set, and I just love the font style in this. It looks like it's kind of hand drawn already, so I thought it would be perfect for this technique. Then I'm just going to grab a little piece of course, black licorice cardstock, because this is going to be the base of our chalkboard, right? See how this comes to life, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm inking up this stamp with just our clear pigment ink. And I'm going to stamp it a little bit lower than center. I'm centered, but a little bit lower on this little panel. So I chose the hip hip hooray saying. Can't see it very good there, but check it out once I add the white embossing powder. So again, this is going to be kind of the basis of our chalkboard greeting here. I just kind of tipped it back in there, flick it around, make sure I get my exclamation point there. Now I would just go ahead and heat emboss it with our embossing gun. And I won't do that now because we don't need that noisy gun going right on our video right now, but through the magic of video. By the way, we should say hi to Roy. Roy is our magic video guy back there.
You're saying hi to me?
Roy's like, wait, no, don't say hi to me, I'm not ready.
I have a shot. Roy. Hi, I have my shot. There we go.
Yay! So Roy is behind the scenes, as always, helping me bring these videos to you every week, a couple times a week. So through the magic of video, voila! Here is one that's already done and heat embossed, so now it's got that nice smooth finish on it. And now we can really kind of go to town creating a chalkboard effect on this piece. So I'm going to be using 3 different white products. I'm going to be using the white embossing powder that I just did. I'm going to be using white pan pastel. Now this is one of our pan pastels that comes from our Party Pop collection, if you are interested. And then I'm also going to grab one of our pencils. These are our Color Burst pencils. And I'm going to grab, yep, you know it, the white pencil from this set. And this happens to be number 48, but you're not going to get mixed up because there's only one white in there. Okay. So now I have a couple of my other things. I also have the soft tool, and this is the fun little sponge that comes with your pan pastels. And it's a specially dense sponge made particularly for these. So you always want to use the tool that comes with the set. And I'm just picking up some of the white pan pastel. I'm actually going to do this twice, but the first time I'm just going to go in and really just kind of chalk the heck out of this thing. So I'm just adding chalk all over. You can see it's super heavy right now. It's definitely heavier than I want it. So I'm just going to kind of flip the sponge over and then start kind of working it around. The great thing about this pan pastel, although I didn't bring an eraser here, you can just grab a regular eraser, and if you have a spot that's too heavy or too thick, and even when you're doing colored pan pastels, it really erases quite easily. But this is kind of the look I want, where I want it to look like a chalkboard that's been erased a couple times, but look how much softer that is than the original black licorice. I love that it really kind of looks super chalkboardy already. Super cool. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my white pencil, and for the top of this, because this is kind of lower than center, I want to add a few garlands that I'm going to pencil in right here. So I just grabbed a little bowl out of my craft room. This is kind of small. You could have even used the pan pastel. I guess that's a little bit too small. But I'm just going to strike a little arc. I kind of want this first one to go over. So I'm just penciling, and you can see that our pencils are really nice and creamy and gorgeous. They go on the darker cardstocks beautifully. And now I want to kind of crisscross it. So I'm going to go a little bit higher maybe with this one and just come in with a little crisscross. So super easy. Grab some common tools you have hanging around your house. And then really the point of this now to finish this piece is just to have some fun doodling. So I've just got a ruler here. I'm just going to do a few lines. I figured I'd kind of give that chalkboard line kind of on either side. So I'm just using our Fun Stamper's Journey ruler, and I'm just, see, I'm not going all the way to the corner. I'm leaving some space there because I want it to be, you know, a little freestyle. On all four edges. And they're really fun if you ever look up chalkboard style like on Pinterest or on your Google or whatever. You can see that there's really no right or wrong. There's no perfect way to do it. It's really just about having fun and doodling. Now I do want to round the corners of my chalkboard. I thought it would be just kind of fun to give it a little bit softer look. So I'm grabbing our Fun Stamper's Journey corner rounder. And I'm just going to go ahead and snip all four corners. I think it just kind of gives it a little softer look, almost like the old-fashioned chalkboard. Remember when they used to have slates? Probably wasn't even board. It was probably slate, wasn't it? Somebody's going to have to inform me on that one. Okay, so now I have the Hip Hip Hooray. I'm going to come in and just doodle a little bit with the letters. Maybe Roy can get in here, as he always does, very well, kind of close. I'm just going to kind of draw an extra line, maybe a few little, like little hashy marks. I can outline these H's also. Maybe I'll do the I. I'll color inside the P a little bit. See, now it's just kind of giving the look like it's just got that dimension. I'll do just at the top of these O's. Might be kind of fun. Put an extra line here. My pencil is not super sharp, as you can see. It's medium sharpness, I would say. So don't worry about your pencil being really sharp, because you really just want those soft lines. So that's kind of fun. Maybe I'll go in and do a little underline of the word hooray. And again, if you just have your ruler, just have it handy, and no right or wrong, like I said. I could do some little cross lines here. That looks kind of chalkboardy, huh? I would love for you guys to consider trying this technique on one of your next projects. Most likely you have all the materials ready at hand. And it'd be super fun to see what you come up with. So now I can kind of doodle some little things in the corners. Maybe I'll do a little kind of flower stem. And again, freestyle. Do whatever tickles your fancy. This probably will even be a little bit different than my finished card, which I will show you in a minute. But once I got this far, I was like, okay, this is fun. This is coming along. But I wanted just a little bit more kind of depth to this. So I did go ahead and I did some little confetti dots. And then I did some little tiny stars. So because this is a birthday card and I want it to be very festive, I thought it might be fun just to do your classic little, you know, stars you learned in kindergarten. Some little dots of confetti. Thought that kind of added. Then I might actually come in and do, I might do a second line here. Just to kind of see how much difference it makes between one line and two lines. This just really gives you a lot more of the chalkboardy look. So doubling lines, that's always a good tip for you. I don't know, maybe chalkboard artists were graffiti artists at one point. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so I'm coming along. I'm pretty happy with that. I do want to come in and add a little bit more of the pan pastel. Just because, you know, as I've worked with this, I've kind of rubbed it in with my fingers and whatnot. So I'm going to grab a little bit more and I'm going to kind of work it into maybe around where the words are. Again, kind of smoothing it in. And see how you can go right over your pencil too? It's not going to affect it. You got a little bit more in the corner. It really gives it that dusty chalkboardy look. Love the pan pastel. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with that so far. To finish it, I wanted to really add just a fun pop of color. So I grabbed two other products that I thought would be fun for this card. First, I have my card base because I was like, oh yeah, watermelon fusion. That really makes it sparkle. And then I did grab a piece of pattern paper, and just because I loved all the words on it, this particular piece is from our Good Vibes paper pack. It's double-sided, so it's got this cute little flower on the back, but I love that it had all the words on it. It's perfect for a birthday card. And then I went ahead and grabbed some of our sweet candy drops also. And these are what I'm going to use to decorate my little strings. Do you guys want to see the finished project? You know you do. All right, here we go. Look how fun. So we've got the little candy dots. They kind of look like sparkly little party lights or a garland or something like that. Again, the black panel I've got popped up on foam squares. That adds a little dimension too. Let's compare our two. I guess they're kind of, yeah, pretty similar. Looks like I've got a few different little things in the corner. But again, no right or wrong when you start doing the fun doodling. Just kind of go to town, use your ruler, let your ruler do the work for you. You don't have to be an excellent hand-drawn illustrator type person to get this effect really, really well. So, hope you enjoyed that Tryday Friday. Hope you liked the chalkboard technique. I definitely think it's one that's here to stay. So if you try it this weekend, consider tagging us at Fun Stampers Journey, whether you're on social media, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. We'd love to take a look at what projects you come up with. In the meantime, visit us at funstampersjourney.com if you have any questions about any of our products. And thank you so much for watching on Facebook or on YouTube. As always, consider liking and subscribing and sharing our video. We always truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend and enjoy bringing paper to life.